fliko.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. My name is Kenny Beats. Today, we are going to showcase some new talent from around the world. We are having a beat, and this is your beat sample for today.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs. Do-do-do-do-do. I want my baby back ribs.
This is your sample for today. The gifts for today are 10th place, Autotune Unlimited for 6 months. 9th place, Serato Sampler. 8th place, $100 from drumbroker.com. 7th place, XO from XLN Audio, a $200 plugin. 6th place, Eventide Split EQ. 5th place, Sound Toys Decapitator, it's a $200 plugin. 4th place, The Prince from Frank Dukes and Cradle Audio. 3rd place, Autotune Unlimited for 1 year. That's every single plugin that they make, including Autotune. 2nd place, H9 Plugin Series Bundle from Eventide. That's an $1,100 value. That's over $1,000 worth of plugins. And 1st place, Isotope RX10, a $1,200 plugin suite. We're giving away a couple $1,000 worth of plugins on this stream today. I am happy to say that we've had over 232 entries in 1 hour. And this is our top 10. Our top 10 has been cleared by my mod staff. We are good to start the... It's time. One of the most famous dogs in the history of TV. Number 10 today is by LASSE. Sound like I'm picking a character on Wii. That's how you use the sample? You are staying at number 10 and you will not go up even 1 spot. You are staying at number 10. That's where you put the sample. You used the beat from 3 weeks ago and then you just put barbecue sauce at the end of it. You thought you were gonna leave number 1 today? Be real. Be real with me. You've seen this stream before. Did you think you were leaving number 1 today? There was no sample in that entire beat, and then you just put a random audio clip after the beat ended. You did not follow the rules. So I'm not gonna go any further about any constructive criticism because that was, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. LASSE, you stay there at number 10. Next up, SJ King 2900, let's get it, 23 votes. Said, Kenny, the voting system is flawed. No, I think some of y'all's cracked plugins are flawed. These sound not good. What's the right thing to do? Be honest or be nice? You know, what's the right thing to do? At the end of the day, what's the right thing? Are you supposed to be honest, or are you supposed to be nice? Just because someone might look up to me or some shit like that. I gotta be honest. I hate that beat. I hate it. And it doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean you're a bad producer. It doesn't mean anything. But that minute of music is a minute of my life I will never get back. Ever. Someone said, okay, be less honest. All right, forget it. Let's just keep going. Honestly, LASSE is in 9th place. Let's keep it moving. Next up is ELEMENOPE.
I want
Ribs. Why are y'all punishing me?
It's so much better.
barbecue sauce.
There you go. Much better.
Why are y'all punishing me? Is this a prank?
How's your barbecue? Mine's great. Barbecue sauce.
I want barbecue.
Oh my God. This can't be real. There's no way that like Izumi and Todd Champ were in the battles last week and then this is the battle this week? Ribs. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Honestly, really like the drums on this. That's it. I hate everything else about it. The drums on it though are good. Ribs. I can't do this. I can't do a whole battle of bad beats today. I need to have a certain kind of energy for stuff I got to do later. This is, someone said, revote? We're not re-voting. What type of time do you think I have today? That will never happen.
Just a little edge on this little more. How's your barbecue?
Okay, STILLERBEATS. To give a tour of my house. Oh shit, what's up, Architectural Digest? I didn't see you there. Come on in. Welcome to my house. This is the dining room. Mostly we just have like family nights here. What the fuck type of shit? What do you want me to do with this beat? What do you want me to do with this beat? What do you want me to do with this? If I give you a critique, are you even gonna listen? That sounded like a CeeLo Green song produced on an iPhone. What? The guitar, should I even get constructive? The shaker carried the whole beat. The best part about the beat was the count tambourine. I like the drums. That's not true. I like the drums and the bass and the sound of the guitar. The worst part about it is the Chili's part. So maybe that's my fault. Let's just move on. Stiller, you're in first place. ZEPHRY.DLL up next. What the fuck? someone said that beat's easily top 200. And then somebody else said, it sounds like they made it on a smart fridge. I think the idea was in there somewhere. Doing like the G-Funk bass with the little modulation in the bends and the kind of like Moog synth at the end. Like some of the sound choice felt cool, but the execution and the swing of it just didn't really feel like it came together. A lot of random sound effects, a lot of random like Mario coins popping up and shit. I don't know if that's adding to it necessarily, but I feel like you need to take that same group of sounds and re-look at it. And maybe if you're getting to a point in your beat where you're halfway through or a quarter of the way through, or even if you're in a session with somebody and you've been working on something for an hour and you know there's something there, but it's not quite there. Sometimes I just change the tempo and redo a whole new pattern and do a whole new type of beat, but I keep all the same sounds that are in my project. Because I'm like, man, I know these sounds work somehow, but maybe it's just, this is too slow or it's too spread out or what I'm doing with the sounds ain't it. Sometimes you got to take exactly what you're using and reconfigure it and just put the puzzle in a different order. Because I think there's something that could have been pulled out of all that. And I think there were some good ideas there, but the beat didn't do it for me. I'm leaving you in first place either way, Zephyr. Let's keep going. MERCKFIGS up next.
It's so much better with you, soul. Yeah, much better.
Oh, you were the one who had one arm. ZEPHRY.DLL was saying that their beat sounds like that because they only had one arm. I don't want the excuses today, guys.
How's you?
Heal up, though.
What?
Best of today. Best of the day. Best of the day. Hey. Hey. Woo. Great job. I mean, that sample f***ing sucks, but you did what you could with it. You did what you could. The chords were amazing. That crazy like descending passing chord thing you did the last time, really cool. Just felt good from the start. Even Matt Zara said in the first few seconds, it just felt cool. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
What?
That's kind of crazy. Oh, we needed this. We needed this. We needed this. It did feel even better the second time around. MERCKFIGS, great harmony in that, great playing, really cool intro, great sample usage. I love the bounce on it. You definitely can play your ass off and you definitely know what you're doing when it comes to production. But one thing I would challenge, or one thing I would maybe just ask you is, what does that some of that stuff sound like a little dirtier or more processed or more fucked up or even more swung? I just wonder how to take an idea like that and make it even more fucked up, because it already is so cool and it's so well executed. But usually when I have something that has really good chords, a drum break I like, an intro I like, I start to pick out some of those moments, like whenever you just had the what, or like you had the little weird vocal sample pop up, not the baby back ribs one, but the other one you used, making shit like that more distorted, more swung, having moments where like maybe your sounds have a thing like a phaser or a flanger, a chorus, something that kind of evolves as it goes, or something that gives more movement. Those are little small notes. Those are the kind of notes I give myself when I hear my beat back days later. The initial idea is really strong. To put that together in an hour, super impressive. The harmony in it is super impressive. For you to hear that out of that sample, super impressive. That is first place for right now. Next up, MOMMYGROOVY. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Oh, you fucked up not going 4 on the floor. Party Next Door bounce. All right, this is an interesting one. This beat is trash, but there's some fire stuff in it, like the singing. Because if you really think about the drums, they're not good anywhere on this beat, and there's no low end until the last 4 seconds of the beat. But the singing and the idea of taking the sample, re-singing the sample, doing some of that stuff, really cool. I like the chords. I like a lot of the harmony in it. The drums make me want to light this studio on fire and never log into this website ever again. That's how I feel about the drums on that entire beat. When the beat first came in, we were all so ready to dance. That is the weirdest pattern to use. Why is there no bass? But the singing was such a good idea. No one's ever done that. Well, people have kind of done that. Like, all this is amazing. Just give me a 4 on the floor here. This drum pattern feels like you drank a whole bottle of Tylenol. And then this drum pattern makes me feel like the worst moment of my life in 2012. After a breakup, listening to Party Next Door. So really, my trauma is not your fault, but I'm gonna project it onto this. See, this is kind of hitting, but you did all that weird shit with the snare. If it bad, the baby bad. Why'd you gotta do that weird snare shit? Here's what I'll say: MOMMYGROOVY, talented singer. You have a good voice, really, 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 really good idea. You flipping the sample and you singing it is just, that's so creative. It's going to keep you in the top 3 no matter what. That's going to keep you in the top 3 just because the idea that you took something, you flipped the actual sample and then you sang it, and then you made like 3 very unusual beats with your voice. That's going to keep you in the top 3 no matter what, because we're about ideas here. We're really more about ideas than we're about anything else. A good idea is worth everything in the whole world. And I think you had a good idea. But if you ever make a beat with that first drum pattern in it, we're going to contact the Producers Guild and we're going to get your card revoked, which means you're never going to be able to produce within 500 feet of a public building ever again in your life. And that's something that can really happen. And I don't like to talk about shit like that on stream, but if I catch you making another beat that has no bass in it for the entire thing, I'm going to contact the CEO of producing, and we're going to get you kicked out forever because you ruined a good thing, and it could have been the #1 undisputed winner for this week, but you wanted to get too creative with the goddamn drums. I want you guys to know ideas are a talent. And even though this didn't have the whole execution, we're going to give it second place for the idea. Let's keep going. 28 KABU up next. Travis Scott meal at Applebee's. Interesting. I like the sounds. I like the dustiness of everything. I do like the progression. I do like the drum beat. At first I was like, man, would a different beat with these same kinds of drums serve this better? But I think the beat is cool and the pattern is cool, but I think the thing that could have taken this another step up, in my personal opinion, is if the movement of the chords and the movement of the change kind of fit with that break a little better. It doesn't have to be a chord change on every kick hit or anything that's that linear, but I do think the way the chords were moving and where the chords were changing against how that drum break was looping, I don't know, there was something that didn't feel like they were working in tandem. Felt like there was two things fighting rhythmically, even though sonically it was all really cohesive. I really like this idea. It's not making me feel a whole lot though, even though there's things in it I like. Let's keep going. Graham up next, second place in the popular vote.
I want my
Snarky Puppy.
I want my
Very weird. Very weird. So much talent in there and so much impressive shit, but there's something that's throwing me about it. Very unusual. Matt Zara was saying something about the bass. I feel like the bass definitely feels like it's not taking up bass line territory as far as like the fact that it's supporting everything else. It kind of feels like it's in the front of everything else. So there's not really like this foundation getting created with the drums, the bass mix wise, and what it's playing, and even the sound choice of the bass. It's kind of like, feels like a lead. It doesn't feel like there's anything really holding down like that low zone. Not that there needs to be, but I think that might be what's making me feel a little awkward about it. And all the programming with the bongo roll and the extra little bars and the cool like drum fill moments, dum ba 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 ba, all that shit is super cool. But I think I'm used to hearing a beat in 1 minute that like we end up at a groove or we end up at a place that we sit at for 30 minutes. So I'm not taking points off for any of the things I'm saying or moving them down in the list for any of the reasons I'm saying, but it's just very unusual 1 minute of ideas. First place in the popular vote today, an old friend, someone we all know if you're in the sub chat, SOLUKEWARM, first place, 53 votes.
show they said, oh, watch this, you're gonna have to fucking play my beat tomorrow, top 10, and it's gonna be weird as fuck.
I feel like something's out of tune. Luke, you're a menace, but the feeling of that is really, really, really good. I will say. Some note-wise is off. Something's bugging me in there. I don't know what it is. But I will say, the feel, everyone's obviously saying Thundercat because you're hearing bass with a filter on it, and it's like a 4-on-the-floor disco-y kind of thing. But really cool bounce, really cool idea. I love the fact that you sang harmonies on it. I really like those drums, and I really like that bass sound. I feel like you might want to keep those to the side for something else. The bass line didn't really do it for me. but I love the bass sound and I love the feeling and the movement of it so much and just how fucked up the idea was that I think it kept me going. This is our top 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is our top 10, ladies and gentlemen. First place, MERCKFIGS. Second place, SOLUKEWARM. Third place, 28 KABU. Fourth place, Graham. Fifth place, MOMMYGROOVY. Sixth place, ZEPHRY.DLL. Seventh place, STILLERBEATS. Eighth place, ELEMENOPE. Ninth place, LASSE. And 10th place, SJ King 2900. This is the wild card for today. This is Bic 65. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds?